Hi, I'm Scott Ferrell. Recently, I got a great question emailed to me. I got it right here. The question is, when do you know it's time to end a relationship? Now, the relationship I'm talking about is not marriage. I'm talking about dating. When do you know it's time to just say, that's it? It's a good question. So many people ask me that question. Finally, somebody put it in a lot longer form in email. Very simple. Before we get to the end, let's go back to the beginning. I always tell people before they start dating, figure out why you were created, what your purpose is, what your plan for life is, and the direction your life's going to go before you bring someone else into that life. Yeah, I know it sounds simple, and it really isn't that easy. Why? We have emotions. Hey, I can tell you what it's like to get on a date many years ago and go, but her hair smells so good. And that perfume, oh my goodness, was it great. And wow, boy, she looks good. And on and on and on. And then you're 6 months down the road and you're thinking, okay, where did the smell of the hair and attraction go? Because I don't want to date this person anymore. All good. So how do you know when to end it? Well, you have to still look back to, why did I start it? Where are we going? And are these two paths, mine and yours, going to connect? So let's look at this, and I'm going to give you a real fast way to decide. Okay? This is pieces of paper in my hand. But before I got married, and before I started dating my wife, I made out a list of 100 things the next girl I dated had to have. She had all 100. So I made out a list. I did not want to depend on the smell of the hair and perfume to decide the rest of my life, because we can get down that road and we don't come back. So I had to know who was coming. Remember, when you go on a date, it's like a job interview. You're going to sit there for a couple of hours, laugh over dinner, and discuss things. You're interviewing on whether you want to go out to second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth date, and what you want the outcome to be. If not, you're sitting there 6 months, a year later, 2 years later going, why am I dating this person? Where are we going? How's this going to end up? Well, they don't really like the same things I do. I'm not really sure if I should date this person anymore. See where this goes? So let's go back over this again. When should you end the relationship? Well, anytime, no time. See, that's where there's not a clear line. That's why it goes back to you. You have to decide why God created you. Is there a God? Okay, let's go back to, is God real? Why God created you, what your purpose is, what that plan is for the rest of your life, and the direction you're going to go, and is this person going to come alongside and go with you? Keep in mind, people don't change unless they have to. They'll change for pleasure or change for pain. The pain's too great or the pleasure's worth it. You can look that up online anytime you feel free to look that up. But think about it. Why would you want to continue a relationship if they're not on your path? Let's say you're 40 years old and you live to 80, so you got 40 more years left on this planet. And chances are the first 40 weren't everything you ever dreamed of. So you got 40 years to really go at it. Live life, do what God asked you to do, and have the spectacular plan, place, and you get to go and do fun things for 40 more years. Really sets it up, doesn't it? Well, let's look at it this way. I've even got a better example. I'm a business consultant. You don't hire people that cost you money. You don't hire people that don't fit your company and the role and that make you money. It's always about return on investment. So how do you know when to end it? Is this person giving you a return on investment for your love, your time, your money? Whatever it is, you've got to decide. Don't decide on emotion. Emotions lie. Emotions change every millisecond. Come on. Again, another thing you'll look up on the internet. You have to decide who you are, what you want, what God made you to do, and the direction of the rest of your life. I never was one, because I'm not really good at dating. I wasn't the guy that picked up people in a bar. I didn't have those social skills, so to speak. So I really had to be clear on who I wanted to go out with. So do me a favor. Make out your list. Put exactly what you want in the person you're going to date on your list. Decide why God made you. Decide what your purpose is. Decide your plan for the rest of your life. Come on. Especially for 40. Let's get on with this. There's no guarantee of tomorrow. There's no reason now it's not a good time. And then decide the direction of your life and what you truly want out of life. Then you can really make an assessment or a decision on when to end it. I know that's a long answer to a question, but I felt like it was important. One, because I got an email this past week, but two, I get asked that question at least 3 times a week. And is there a good time to end it emotionally? Probably not. Man, ending relationships no fun. Nobody enjoys that. You got time invested with this person, but sometimes it's necessary so you can go on and be who God designed you to be. If you have any questions, go on by my website at scotferrell.com, SCOTFERRELL. And do me a favor, if you've got questions about dating, about life, about business, send them to me. I'll be glad to do a video and release it with the answer. Until next time, take care.